Roofing contractors, it's Scott Dennison. I'm the top-ranked roofer, and I've come back today to continue building on this case that I'm making for visibility in your business. If you have been following along, you know that visibility is the foundational key to getting the customers that you're looking for. If you're invisible in search, your customer can't find you. They can't choose you. They can't call you if you're not visible in search. And we've been talking about visibility for 3 or 4 weeks now. But one that we haven't talked about is that if you needed instant visibility, you probably need to advertise. So we've talked about visibility, both online and offline. Absolutely critical that you're visible everywhere your prospect is, online and offline. But I've also told you that you need to be visible to the right people, to your perfect prospect. So I had an experience recently with one of these platforms. It's called Twitter. You all are familiar with Twitter. It's been around for a long time. I first set up my account in 2014. And followed along, and everybody was encouraging me to find followers for my tweets, and that's what I did. I built a list of followers, about 4,000 of them, and then in 2019 I just quit using it because there was no momentum there. There was no traction. I could not reach my prospect the way I wanted to. But I didn't look at it close enough at the time. I just quit. This week, with Elon Musk about to take over, I went ahead and decided, well, let me consider them as an advertising vehicle for my message again. And then I started looking at the followers. Less than 20% of them were in the United States or Canada. That's where I do business. Only 15% of the list was roofing contractors. So 15% of the 20. I mean, it was not very many that were roofing contractors. And here I'm wondering why it's not working as a message. The people I'm trying to reach were not there. And that's my point to you. The people that were on my list at Twitter were not prospects for me. And the same thing is happening to you. Now, I've gotten some feedback over this series so far, and that is that I've not really covered any paid advertising methods or models either. So I want to do that today. Let's talk a little bit about full spectrum visibility. Full spectrum visibility is when you're visible wherever your prospect happens to be. That would be online, that would be offline, that would be wherever they happen to be. Now, there are some things that you're not going to likely be able to do, like advertise at the baseball stadium or have your commercial run before a movie. Those are available, but they're very difficult processes to pull off. Full spectrum advertising, at least advertise on all of the biggies. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Wherever your perfect prospect is, that's where you want to advertise. But you should know there are literally hundreds and hundreds of social platforms for you to advertise on. It's a careful choosing process. There's another subpart of all this, and that's called pay-per-click advertising. Pay-per-click advertising is you run an ad and it exists in the search, but you're not charged by Facebook or by Google for your ad unless someone clicks on it. If they read your ad and they click on it, you get charged. So what about that? Is that the way to go about advertising? And I would just tell you that I've been doing that for businesses like yours for about 10 or 12 years now. And I'm not doing it very much now. You see, the biggest companies are all using artificial intelligence, AI-driven models. And if nothing else, you need to be careful. These machines are all optimized for the house to win. be profitable regardless of you being able to be profitable. And there will be a very, very consistent message coming at you if you're advertising in Google and Facebook is to let the AI run the campaign for you. I'm going to tell you, never, ever, under any circumstances, do you want to let the AI run your campaign for you. If you send me a personal message, I'll send you a picture of somebody that I know who's doing it and got crushed. But let's go back to advertising locally. Next up, I think you should definitely be looking at the neighborhood advertising and tracking apps. If you want to dominate any particular community or town, you need to be here. We've worked with both neighborhood.com and Nearby Now, and both of them are providing an outstanding advertising model for a local roofing contractor to be able to get customers right there in his backyard where he wants to work the most. Now, when we come back the next time, I'm going to be discussing the 800-pound elephant in the room. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is easily one of the most confusing roads for a roofer to explore. It is a tough road. And it's also currently one of the most prone to fraud. There's an awful lot of misunderstanding in the marketplace about what SEO is, how it works, and how it will work for you. We'll pick that up and we'll talk about that next time. Have a great day. Again, Scott Dennison with Top Rank Roofer. Leave a comment. Join the list. Hope to see you around. We'll talk soon.